Right. I've just woken up as well. Hello people, welcome to the stream. God, this is really weird. I've never woken up this late before, I don't know why. I just need to do one thing real quick. Set up a donation goal, because why not? I will say before we start, thank you very much Goose for the 79p super chat. I do appreciate it. So today we're going to be doing some root building on my custom heritage line. Now, this heritage line is a bit different than your others. I actually explain it when we're there. So, hello Morgan, Mr. Graham, Enadale Junction, Nathan, Goose, Mr. Seam Lover. Oh, sorry. Right. Oh, that's nice. Right, okay. Yay, wonders of sodium. What? You know this isn't wonders of soda, right? But, okay. Unless it had the... Oh, yeah, it's on there, isn't it? Okay. Goose with another £1.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Goose. Hello to you too. Right. You was root building last night on your game. Lovely, lovely. So I think I might do a bit of root building on Train Sim and then a bit of building on Roblox, because I do have my Roblox museum that I need to finish. Hello, Dean Production. Welcome. He's not making a ton of streets gun. I can reassure you. Right, so this is my heritage line. It will be a bit laggy because I just loaded them. In fact, I think I could probably give you a tour of it right now. If it loads. So, give me a second. Hello, the rail grid. 12 people watching the stream. Wow, okay. That's not new, but yeah. It is loading. Right, okay. So over here we have the carriage sidings. Over here we have the... I'm going to call these the overflow sidings. So whenever the engine works are overflowing, which I will show you in a minute when we get there, this is where like visitors will go. So the current visitors we have for the Spring Gala soon is Betham Grange, and for Home Fleet we have 8101 and 30520. This is because basically the this used to be the main loco shed, but it was just recently transitioned. So we also have a KFC over here. These used to be branded, but they're not for some reason. I know for well that's Home Bargains though. We also have a Royal Mail Depot and a Sainsbury's over there. So yeah. Starting up, we're going to have a little drive with number 405. This is my Southern L11 for my TSA. Alright, I'll see that then. You saw Manson Tornado yesterday. Ooh, very nice. Guessing that was at ELR. That's interesting. Alright, I'll be 1 second. I just need to find something. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, so he has. Right, okay. You better stay on food. I'm very sorry. I was asleep. I literally just woken up. So let's put our reverse into backwards, or reverse, so I can show you the route. I'll show you the contest in a little second. There's a couple of small coaches. There we go. So our contest today is made up of a Southern L11, number 405. Personally love these things. They're basically like T9s. But do I dare say better? No, because I like them all the same. We also have an SR luggage van. We have the new Golden Age development Stroudley coaches, which, no, sorry. These are the Caledonia Railway, no, sorry, Caledonian Works SR 6-wheel coaches. I highly recommend these, they're very nice. And we have the newly released Golden Age developments Stroudley pack, which I bought for a tenner. They are very, very, very beautiful. I highly recommend them. So, we're going to be going as soon as we can. Let's put on a branch line head code, because, you know, why not? You're going to see Clan on the British Pullman for the 9th time next Friday. Nice. Hello 35 Aussie production, welcome. Right, so let's put our reverse into forwards, and let's go when we can. So I'm just going to take you a bit of a tour around the railway, and then we'll do some rebuilding. This is a very nice house I've been working on, so it's got a trailer home, this, a cat, some bluebells, a little miniature steam loco, which is actually 2 foot, but yeah, and a nice little patio. I don't know why it's still chuffing, it's just a CW thing. Right, okay. Our path is set, so let's go to Winthrop East, which, actually I'll tell you this. So this station will be Southern, the next station will be LMS, the next station after that will be Great Western. No LNR station, because, I forgot, I'm not gonna lie. Whoops, hang on, we're not going. That's weird. Oh, it's because my reverse isn't 100%. Okay, that's fine. So you can see we're definitely going now. So this is a 1 in 120 gradient, and then it goes up to 159, which is absolutely awesome. Hello Skoda, Phoenix Brown Transport, James. The game's really quiet, is it? Okay, let me turn the game volume up. Is that better? Finish well. This is an LSWR L11 class. So yeah. Hello, that 56 guy. Welcome. You just realised you got an inset there, so why has everyone got insets tomorrow? I don't. Right. So I believe it just about here is where it goes up to 1 in 59. I'm debating on the speed limit being 25 or 30. We also have a man and his cats. I don't know why. Trading spot on the bike, so we get nice shots like this. He's also not train spotting the train, apparently. He's actually train spotting that one tree over there. So yeah. This is like where the usually gets a struggle. I have actually stalled on this gradient quite a few times. But it's not a 159 for long, so yeah. There is a dog on this road, okay? In a month, wow. What's a good route for, like, add-ons? I don't know. Anything, really. Musty was, interesting. It was very interesting, actually. Should I tell you my dream? So, I read this book. It was, if you pass these requirements, you will die in 7 hours. I passed all the requirements. In fact, I will tell you what they were. I only remember 1 or 2 of them. The first one was survive in Eastleigh. I don't know why. And the second one was, drive. Just nothing else. I had a different dream. So anyone that follows 89W sales, the SECR 592 Advanced, that is coming out in a couple of weeks, or maybe today or tomorrow. And basically, I had another dream where I was taking someone on a driving test from my house to about 5 miles down the road with a Vauxhall Corsa, and they're being very nice until they pulled over. And then, no, it was actually a Vauxhall Zafira, I think. And then she started speaking gibberish, and then she drove off, and then I tackled her, and now she's in prison. Which is very weird. I have weird dreams. Absolutely love this route. Thank you very much. Right, so we're now coming up to Windthorpe East. This is where the gradient goes down to 1 to 19. I am going to go to the right-hand side of my cab. Sorry, it's just a lot of camera views. We're going to do a non-stop through Windthorpe East because there's not really much here. It's just a generic LMS station. And we also have an NBRC class waiting for us on a freight demonstration service. So, in fact, let's actually go up. This is number, I think it's 478? 689, okay. I was close enough. Right, so here we go, passing on A Express. And then we have a very nice siding over here with like one engine shed. That's the shunter. I've not really fought in the shunter. And then we have this nice viaduct, which obviously isn't complete yet, which we'll probably finish today. As we can see, it's definitely not complete. Like, yeah. But it's quite a nice viaduct. I quite like it. And then we also have, oh god. So this is where it goes into like foresty area. And then it'll be the next station, which is the halt and engine works. Honestly, the rail builder, I have no idea. I've never really built a layout myself. We have 18 people watching. Wow, okay. Your man is scoffing at the grades. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Okay. I don't really know. This is the map. It's actually not too bad. So, obviously, it's like kind of flat here. So, it's a 1 in 500, so very flat. However, it does actually go into another gradient. And we have like the mountains over there. So this is where scenery kind of gets a bit dead. I might work on this today. But we'll see, we'll see. In fact, we'll see in a second that the gradient should go into 1 in 90, I think. 1 in 195, and then I think it goes into 1 in 90. Let's get a shot for the new Garden Development Straddlers. Like, they're very nice, I must say. I absolutely love these things. Like, look at the textures in these. Beautiful. One thing I really do like with the windows on these, you actually have to open them by taking this pin out. I think. Ah, no. That pin. Okay, but yeah, you take the pin out and it opens. It's really awesome. I quite like it. So we can see we have no scenery here until we go up to these trees where we have scenery on the right hand side and then it goes to scenery on the left hand side. You really need to get a move. You really need to get a move on your TSC route. I need to get it finished by the 18th due to the fact I said that would be the date when it opens. So yeah, 18th of April. Mine's like nowhere near complete. I'm thinking of adding a mainline connection today, but we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking of adding it a bit like Sheringham, where it's the Heritage Line a bit further up, and then it's the network rail side. So it's a 1 in 24 here. I think the gradient's pretty still after this, unless it goes up a bit, but I don't think it does. So, yeah. What I didn't actually realise when I was making this contest, it kind of goes from largest to smallest. Because obviously the SR luggage van is the largest, I think. Yeah, I'd say so. Right, so on the right hand side now we have scenery, very minimal scenery, like minimal trees, but it is scenery nonetheless. Again, I'd like to thank you, Goose, for the super chat. I'm not gonna try and promote it. I'm not gonna like, try to sell you like stuff or like tell you need to. But there is a donation goal of I think it was 5 super chats. We have one down, and you basically just get a big shout out. And I believe you get to choose next stream. I could be wrong though. That's if I remember. But yeah. You need to learn out how to import engines in the game. We found so many free German engines. Yeah. So coming up to the left-hand side now, this is why I say on the left-hand side, we actually have a nice little path, or kind of a road. It's like a dirt road, but yeah. So there we go. It doesn't actually look too bad. Let me just make sure my path is actually set, which indeed it is. Well, it is now. And yeah, I'm probably going to come into the third-person view, because there is quite a lot on both the left and right-hand side next. $16 people watch them. I'm actually quite surprised now, you know. Nice rate, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Been working on it for a couple of weeks now. It's actually pretty awesome. I'm quite impressed with what's actually coming up now. Hang on 1 second. I'm turning my mic off. So we're now coming up to the Great Western Station. I've made this like as most Great Westerns possible, and I think I've actually done a really good job on it. We're actually also coming up to Lady Legends on the right-hand side, but we're going to focus more on the actual station, and then we're going to focus on the works. So let's actually go to the right-hand side of my cab. Yeah. So here we can see Lady Legend waiting in the platform, which I'm not going to say it's law, but we are going to have her on loan, so we can actually make her a good loco, because you don't take got kind of sad. But yeah, there's Lady Legend, looking pretty nice. Did a whistle for her. Perfect. We don't want to... Oh no, station's there. I forgot how long I made this platform. Right, so we have the signal box over here. This is Ashcott North station. This is from broad gauge levels, I believe, from Golden Age Developments, but I've just made it this because it doesn't actually exist. Favourite LNR locos? Peppercorn A1. We'll do Peppercorn A2. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this is Ashcott North Station. We have a couple of lamps here, obviously the benches, and it kind of like extrudes out a bit here for the actual building itself, which is, oh god, I can't speak, which is actually quite nice. We have a floating sign here, but yeah. And we obviously have the passengers are requested to cross the line by the bridge. This is the bridge. You go over here, and there we have it. And to get to the yard, you need to go up and reverse back down. And here we have the works. So this is a very big works area. We also have a dog over here. I forgot the name. Do you guys actually want to pick a name for the dog? Yeah, so he's like the station dog and the works dog. So on display here, we have number 4061 Glastonbury Abbey. I'm not sure if you guys have been watching the Winfoot Touring Company, but this is also in law, hence why we have 8102 over here, which has been on a couple of our tours. So this is actually 4033. Was it 4033? Queen Victoria, just guised as 4061. Rudolph, Maxwell, Bill, Francis. I actually quite like Francis. Shall it be Francis? You know, that's actually pretty funny. I might do that. Right, so we also have some oxygen tanks. Are these oxygen tanks? No. No, they're not. I forgot the name of them. Stupid me. We have an S15 boiler over here. This is for... I'm not sure if you guys remember the first Windwarp tour. I made a video on that a couple of weeks ago. With the S15 N15. That is the S15's boiler, so... Yep. And we also have a turntable, totally not from the West Somerset Railway, but it's really the only good Great Western turntable we have. We also have this area over here. This is like the neighbourhoods type area. And yeah. So, should we do some route building, guys? I think we probably should. I think I'm going to start with over here. Because over here is looking a bit bland, isn't it? Right. So, let's start. This isn't going to be like a tutorial either. I do have a series on my channel for route building tutorials. So, yeah. Alright, some of the stuff I do here probably won't be shown in tutorials, so... yeah. Right. I'm just going to make this all leveled out. Yeah. Sometimes if I can't be bothered to level it out, I will just put on like a 4-lane carriageway. Do that. And then make it so it's nice and level. And we'll see it is actually level. I think that's pretty smart. Let's make that 60. There you go, perfect. And let's delete that roads, even though you couldn't actually see it. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna also do route building as you're doing a 7¼ inch railway in RSS. Ah. Okay. 17 people watching. Wow. I'm thinking, what should we do with this? Because obviously it's got a little bit of a lip here. I've got an idea. You will see my idea in a second, guys. It may not be the most genius idea, but I like to think it's quite good, in a sense. In a sense, mind you. Gee, actually, let's make that a bit. There we go. Angle that a bit more. Okay. And then, that lip doesn't exist anymore. Yes. That's not a bad idea. In my opinion. I am a bit late, yes. I was asleep. Make me a name for my 7¼ inch miniature railway. Oh, Cromwell. Yeah. That's like just the name that comes to mind. Cromwell miniature railway. Something like that. I don't know. It's up to you, really, but yeah. Right then. Perfect. So what should we do, like, here? I'm thinking, potentially, making the path go along. That'd be interesting, yeah. I like that idea. So let's do, what was it? Wall dry stone mixed. Perfect. Bit like that. If I remember what the road name was called, that'd be nice. I believe it was, oh god, what was it? Was it, Road Dirt? No. What was it? Was it just Road Dirt? Yes, okay. That helps. Angle that a bit. So, there. Have that come across there. Perfect. Yes. And let's also angle that one. Aha. This is coming along well. I'm liking this. So we'll just make it so you can actually see the path. Well, it's a road, but I'm going to say for now it's a path. Good train spot path too, because like, it's very close, isn't it? Cromwell Valley Light Railway is good. Yeah, I quite like that. Opinion on Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor. It's not bad, but I will be honest, it's like I've kind of stopped playing it. Well, I do play it every now and then, but after playing it for a couple of days, it just gets a bit boring. Because there's not really else to do. Like, there's not much to do. And they don't seem to be announcing any more add-ons, so... yeah. It just gets a bit boring, doesn't it? But oh well. If anyone's seen, I just can't speak. If anybody's seen, Gloucester Warwickshire Steam Railway have announced their 4th gala visitor for Cotswold Steam Railway. No, the Cotswold Festival of Steam. 78022 from Keilworth Alley. Yeah, that new roadmap was rubbish. It was probably the worst one I've ever seen. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Dovetail actually hate me, but, you know. Yeah. I'm an honest YouTuber, okay? I don't filter stuff. You can get my honest reviews and honest opinions. That's why I like to think I like my YouTube channel. Or it's a good YouTube channel. Let's add a bit of, heather over here. I've got an idea. Yeah. I'll add some gorse bushes further back. More heather ones over here. I like this. You're going to go to the SVR next weekend to see it 71,000. Nice. Haven't seen her on a heritage line yet. But probably because the reason she's only done testing and this gala, right? I think. Would have absolutely loved to do these Lancashire Gala as well. Like, it looked so cool. You've got a 60s tornado, because, like, literally guising a 60145, apart from name and number plate. Name and number plate. And you've got burnished 34092 to technically guise as 34007. No. 34057. Is it 34057? The last train over the S&D. Yeah, Biggin Hill. And you've also got Manston, aka the best steam locomotive known to man. But yeah. In fact, for home fleet, ELR Gala, the what is it? The Legends of Steam 3, yeah. Home fleet 11456. Why? Why that? Why not the 27? So much better. You're making a 7¼ inch railway called Josh's Estate Railway in a miniature railway in a fictional place called Messel. Okay. Making a pub. It's not the worst idea you thought of, Goose. Let me see if I have any pubs. P. I can't guarantee that I do have a pub. I have a mansion, but that's not really a pub, is it? No. Not I can see of. I know we do have pubs in the game. And I know I have a pub, but I can't find any. Actually, there might be one under the JT catalogue. There we go. The commercial inn or the boats and anchor inn. Ah, I like that one. Yeah. Proper pub, that. Right, let's, add that along there, then. Just to go there. I'm liking this. I really am. Add more dirt roads. And then we'll add more of the mixed dry stone wool. Should the track end here? I think it should, yeah. I know Manston's going. I just said it was. Before I was talking about ALR, but yeah. I should be going to that, so that would be very good. Very Hellfire Day. I want to do 2 days, but it's not possible. Let's see if I can put that a bit further back. There we go. Right. Again, I am liking this. It's starting to look a bit like a proper railway. More donations, we can do more. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to. Let's put a bit more track bed over here. Mix up a bit. So you'd enter here through here, I'm guessing. You'd have to jump the fence a bit. We also have a cathedral and 2 power plants over there. This is not a power plant, it's cooling tower, isn't it? I don't know. And you go over here, and you go down here, and you have the pub. Not a bad idea. Quite like that. You went on Tornado, Manston, and City Well yesterday. Nice. I think this is the only time I'm a bit annoyed that Manston's leading a train. Am I going to show how I do the countryside field today? Because I would like to see. I could try. I guess I could add a bit of a field here. Yeah, there's nothing stopping me. Let me just make a bit of a mainline connection real quick. We'll do the VP Brown track. Try to make it 2 lanes. I'm not a fan of that going out there. This is the network rail side of things. Actually, let's make it a different track. Can we have modern track? Yeah, we can. So this is going to be run by, let's say, a HSC set. Yeah. HSC set actually isn't unfathomable. We can say they stayed in service on our line. It's a bit of a turn, like a bit of a tight turn, but who really cares? And we'll make another turn coming out onto here. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. Not the worst. Not the best, but it's okay. And then we'll make sure the track actually lines up with all the stuff. Yeah, it is. Now we have a mainline connection, we can get stuff from the mainline. So that's awesome. It's a bit of a drop, though. No, because we said we're gonna keep on doing that, weren't we? Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. Because we also got to make room for the actual station itself. The network rail station. So, yeah. I'm sure we'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there. Let's read a bit more chat. You're bored, you're gonna go by. Alright, yeah, no worries. Not the most interesting stream ever, so yeah. You want to make a Heritage Rare and TS Classic, but I don't really have many logos and items. It's definitely doable. I can reassure you. You just ate a Greg's chicken roll. That's lovely to hear, mate. Yeah. Right, you're hungry. Okay. Can't really do anything about that. Because, I haven't eaten today either, because I've just woken up. Right, let me make the platform for the modern area. Let me think, how do I want this? Gonna be lined up with the ballast. Well, the sleepers, sorry. Is that big enough for a modern station? Yeah, I think so. Right then. So for the field side of things, I'm not adding a four-way motorway here for the fun of it. I'm just using it so I can kind of fill in the gaps like this. Well, that's not lined up at all, is it? Matter of fact, it's broken. Great. Right, let's go to Wild Editor. Yeah, it looks fine. We just need to fill in this bit of a gap here, which really should be quite easy. I just need to put another four-lane carriageway in and fill in the little gap. I think. Let me just check. Does that look fine then? Yeah. Right, so for the field side of things, I quite like to do my fields a bit differently to what other people do them. Obviously, they're not the greatest in the world, as we saw earlier, but, you know, they work, okay? That's all that matters. And if it works, you don't fix it. So, don't know why I had to add in like a motivational quote though. So I add a bit of fence usually, because what's good in a field if it's not going to be blocked off. And then for the actual field, I like to make it a bit of an embankment. So it doesn't have to be like the biggest embankment ever, but in fact that's quite small. There we go. Like, just a bit of embankment so we can see, like, you know, there's definitely a field there. Hell, even if it's just as small as that, I quite like it. Then I go into my bushes. I usually add in a hawthorn line of bushes. Like that. And so I want that to be one field. Select the two. Make sure they're not too high up the ground. And then say for one field, I want it to be field number 6. Different colour fields. I'll just make it a different colour. And then I continue on from the other bushes. So let's add in another bush there. Another bush there. Separate the two by a smaller line. There. Select all of them. Keep it down. And add, say, field number 7. See, I like that shade of green, so I'll add that. And I want this field to be a bit darker. I think that colour's good. And we'll have a big field over here, like a rather large field. And I think we'll probably have like, a football pitch over there, being that. And let's also add the hawthorn line. So one there, one there. Well, actually, that's a bit... Okay, one there. One there. And add another one. Another 2 there. Select them all. and then move them down. So yeah, that's how I make my fields. They're not the greatest, and they're not the worst. I quite like them. So yeah. I'll be back soon. Good luck. Thank you very much. I don't really need luck, but yeah. The pub's football team. Not just a whole football team, just at a pub. You know what? Shower. Yeah. Let's say there's a... say a door over here leads to a field over here. My back hurts. Hang on. Right. Let's get these out of JT catalogue. If I have that on here. Yep. So let's have a, Right, football pitch. Here we go. It's going to be quite a small football pitch. Like, quite a small football pitch. Maybe about one player on defend. No players on the other defend, because it's too small. But yeah. There we go. Football pitch. Not the greatest, not the worst. And then, say let's have a green container over here. That's where the referee is going to go. Don't know why. Transmission. You know. Oh, so there was already a name for the dog. It was a, it was called Dotto. Okay, cool. And, you know, for, like, the people watching, let's have a couple of benches. Yeah, these are going to be, like, spectators. So, obviously, it's like, school budget type football pitch. But a bit more, because we have benches. And, you know, school football pitches don't have them. Because, you know, you're meant to play it. That. Right, now, let's copy all of them. By the way, for the, Bluebell Gala, Giants of Steam, would anyone recommend riding rather than line siding, or line siding rather than liding? No, riding. Because to be honest, riding on a big gala like that, with like probably famous visitors, doesn't really sound the smartest of ideas to me. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Move them over there. So yeah, now we can have a whole bunch of people watch the football game, whilst also watching the trains. Yeah. What was that? Yes, in relation to Goose. What I just asked, or something else? Right. I think that looks alright, to be fair. I'm not going to do much for the actual mainline station, but I want to do one or two things. Let's see. Let's add a blue palisade fence. The main line that runs here is probably going to be another fictional main line, but all the trains that are going to be running are out on hire. We'll say that, yeah. I think that'd be pretty fun. Alright, move the fence down there. There we go. So now I have a fence going across the whole line. That's a really nice looking fence, need I say. Blue fences look beautiful. Wow. Okay. And then let's add the fence going downwards, because you know it needs to go downwards, doesn't it? And now let's add one going across. We don't have people like trespassing. Because, you know, we don't want trespassers in this railway, do we? I'm very keen on my fences. Especially these ones, because they look very nice. Like, I've genuinely never used these fences before. It's mental. What else is mental? How my game hasn't crashed yet. I'm not sure how I've managed that. Right, let's go place down on terrain. I'm thinking maybe a HS2. Something like that. Sorry you accidentally clicked on something. No worries, no worries. About the Pulse SV team. Okay. FC. Cool. When was the last time I uploaded a YouTube video? I haven't actually... When was it? Oh, yesterday. Oh. Oh, I did end up making like JS vids. Oh, right. Maybe I am just delusional. Perhaps I am. Right, so let's go spawn down a HS2. I'm thinking... I want some kind of HS2. Yeah. You know, because, like, HSCs are nice. I like them. They sound nice. And they look nice. Especially the buffered variants. People hate the buffered variants, but I really like them. Like, they are really nice. Right, okay, let's spawn down a HS2. Okay, I'll spawn one down. But yeah, haven't uploaded your YouTube channel for 4 months. Wow. And there we go, like I expected, my game crashed. Perfect. Right, we'll probably do this bit of, train driving, and then we'll probably end the stream, because really, there's not much else I can think of. I don't really want to do the boring parts of scenery. So, yeah. My Eddystone video is not doing too bad. 325 views. Could be better, could be worse. But I quite like that, yeah. I don't think the Thumper video is doing too bad either. Let me check. Yeah, 227 views, not the worst. Right, okay. Yeah, I'll do one run of HS2 and probably end the stream. Because A, I need to get myself a bit more awake, because, you know, I've just woken up. And B, I don't know. Give me some. Hang on. Right, it does take a while. Oh, Laserjet uploaded his Eddystone video.
Geniet sneller van de lente met Dol.
'Saw a 68. 68's kind of bore me. Well, they don't. I actually really like 68s. Yeah, he was in my shot. Am I in his shots? Let me see. Oh, I am as well. Yo, awesome. Like, I'm in quite a few of the shots. Oh, that's awesome. Right, let's try this HS2. Right, so if my game crashes here, I'll probably end the stream. Oh, there we go, it works. Okay, thank you. And now let's go to our HS2, which is an LNER HS2, so, you know, I quite like them, yeah. Best ones too. Not the best ones, but I like them. I think we're ready to go. Don't know why we have a general fault coming up. Let me see. Ah, it's just a brake air pipe. Needs to go up to 5. We should be able to go now. Right, let's go. Come on, thrash that thing. Okay, never mind. We're not moving. I take back what I say then. Oh, there we go. Now let's thrash that thing. Hang on. Let me make the clag factor more. No, don't die on me. There we go. Look at that. Let's just see how tight that turn is. It looks pretty tight to me, so I haven't got the greatest hopes. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a bit tighter than I thought it was. God damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't have high hopes at all. Oh, dear. Look at this. We're going to derail 100%. Okay, perhaps not. That's the scariest thing in the world. Whoa. I like this interior. This looks nice. I think we're in the very back of the train now. Because I can hear the power car on the other coach. Yeah. Oh, going around that turn. That feels very sharp. Oh, dearie me. It was very sharp. Okay. Have we passed Lady Legend yet? Nope. Let's go into Lady Legend's cab real quick. Here we go. Let's wait for that HS2. Come on, HS2. Here we come. Very nice. I didn't actually like HSCs that much, but I saw, obviously Flying Scotsman for HS2. I really like them now. Like, they're probably one of my favourite, MARP units. Goose with a £1.99 super chat. Oh my god, the LNO HS2, I haven't seen one in years. Thank you very much, I do appreciate it. Donations really do help me, keep me motivated. So I do appreciate when you guys send me them. Thank you. Come on, power up a bit more. Come on, come on. There we go. You know, we might die a bit here, but I'm sure it'll be fine, okay? Yeah. I can actually see the consist of the other train in the very distance. Coming up to 60 miles an hour. Will we crash? Probably. It says we're on the same line as the train. We don't want to be on that, so yeah. It's normal people. We're just on a lovely express service to probably King's Cross. I need to reinstall the pack because, like, I've got outside horns sounds from the inside. It's really weird. It's so weird. Anyway, coming up to the massive viaduct over here. Should be pretty fun, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, also, we have an ocean liner over here, so, yeah. Well, not an ocean liner, just a steamship. Let's get a shot from a level crossing. Come on. There really should be whistle boards here. Not sure why there isn't. I swear I added some. And over the viaduct. And the viaduct, there's no viaduct in the shadow. That's pretty weird. Right, let's go past thingy. Yeah. Passing the C-Class. Oh dear. Oh, I'm not feeling very confident about that. Oh my. Okay. Jeremy, are we derailing? Oh, we're not. What the hell? Holy hell. This thing just must be, like, underailable. Is that even a word? Underailable? Underailable. Yeah, I'm going to say it is. If it's not, then I've just created a new word, so there you go. Suck it up. Passing this guy. In fact, we're actually going to pass the train spotter, aren't we? Where is he? There he is. Right. This guy probably thinks he's going to see, like, some sort of steam locomotive. No, he's seeing an LNR HS2 going 93 miles an hour. "100 miles an hour? I'm not too excited on that right there. No. Okay, we're doing it. Oh. Passing the L11. That's close. Okay. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not a fan of that, you know. Mr. Graham, my son wanted to send you this money to help you out. Thank you very much. For the £5 super chat. I do really appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think. No, I don't think that's normal. No. Oh dear. No, the Stroudy coaches. I don't care about the HST. Well, actually, maybe I do. Oh dear. Yeah, I've also just realised something. We were full of passengers, weren't we? Am I going to get fired? From streaming. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Again, thank you very much for the super chats. Do appreciate it. I shall see you all in the next one. Thank you for a lovely stream. We actually had quite a lot of people join us today, so might do another one of these soon. And yeah, see you in the next one. So bye for now, my friends. We're actually coming up to an hour of streaming, so why not? Right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.